Alice is an upcoming physical anomaly character arriving in 2.1. From first glance, she might seem like your bog standard anomaly character, but in this video, I'm gonna give you an easy, digestible breakdown of what sets Alice apart and what makes her so good. Hello everybody, my name is Hako and welcome into the channel. So based on the 2.1 livestream, which is what you're seeing, let's break down what Alice does. One of the things is that after an enemy gets inflicted by assault, no matter if it's Alice inflicting it or any other teammate, whenever an enemy gets inflicted by assault, Alice will continuously do damage to that enemy as long as they're suffering from the assault status. And the damage of this is calculated based on how hard of a hit that assault hit was. So the harder assault we can cause, the more damage Alice will do over time over the assault. The other thing that is really unique with Alice is that she has a special resource called Blade Etiquette, I think it was called, and when she does, she can hold down the attack and she can cause a polarity assault. Now Alice's polarity assault doesn't care about build up at all, it just triggers a polarity assault like this and it can disorder with all other attribute anomalies. So if the enemy is suffering from anything at that moment when Alice does this, a disorder will happen. And here's the unique thing, even with assault. And this is kind of similar to what Yanagi's EX special does. If you hold her EX special, she jumps up, then she comes crashing down, and a disorder will happen if the enemy is suffering from an attribute anomaly. Now what is so insanely good about this is that we have other characters like Miyabi that really wants disorders to happen. And Alice gets blade etiquettes from doing chain attacks, from doing ultimates, from doing EX specials, and she also gain one anytime a disorder happens. So she herself benefits off when disorder happens. And now one of the insanely good things about Alice's polarity disorder is that she doesn't necessarily require energy to cast it. Rather, we can create positive feedback loops with other characters like Miyabi and Vivian that really benefit off when disorders happen. Another thing that is going to be unique to Alice is that she's going to be able to transform Anomaly Mastery to Anomaly Proficiency once you've reached a certain threshold, so be sure as all hell that the main stat of Alice's engine is going to be Anomaly Mastery. So what sets Alice apart from other anomaly carriers that we've had in the past? Well, one could say that Alice is the power creep to Jane Doe because they do kind of fit the same role. Now based on Alice's kit and what we learned in the livestream, I'm sure you're going to be able to play your Jane together with Alice. Will it be the best in slot team? Arguably not. But I think it's still gonna be viable. But what sets Alice apart from Jane is that she has so much stuff that benefits disorder. And basically any anomaly team these days is a disorder anomaly team. Alice is also able to trigger her assault while she's off field, which makes her a better sub DPS if you want to use her as that in a Miyabi team, for example. And Alice is gonna be running together with Yanagi's first ever rerun, and they're both absolutely goated units, and one of the reasons why Yanagi has lasted as long as she has, and why she's still a top tier character is simply because she can trigger disorders like this, which is something Alice is also gonna be able to do. So having a unique little quirk like a polarity disorder is so freaking useful, and it adds so much value to a character, especially since we have other high top tier characters that scales with disorder procs. So yeah everybody, that's basically Alice in a nutshell. Now there's of course more little nitty-gritty things about her kit that we'll get into fully once we do her guide. This is more of a little simplified version, what does Alice actually do, based on the information that we got during the 2.1 livestream. And I'm also working on a video kind of showcasing how I personally am preparing for Alice and Joshua, and there are a lot of stuff we can do right now to have them just hit the ground running and that you can use them on basically day one. So stay tuned for that. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, Hako out.
Oh, I wish that you could just take it easy. Lay back, fast the way I roll. So get off my